Tell us a little bit about what you're doing now. You know, you have been a guest on this show several times. We love having you. You have such good information. So before we talk about what we're going to cook, tell us a little bit about you and yourself and what you're doing now with your shop, where you're located, etc.
We're over in Bernie and Salem, and it started off as a retail seafood shop, and I'm kind of evolving into a specialty shop where you can come into my store and buy everything you need for a gourmet meal. We now serve all different kinds of meats that are served at the finest restaurants here in the city. We have everything from pork and lamb and beef and prime rib and prime rib. So we found that a lot of our customers were shopping here just for fish, and then they wanted other top quality stuff where they were going elsewhere. So I figured I might as well bring everything into the same shop. So customers come into the store and they want to learn how to cook a piece of fish or meat or whatever. We bring them into our commercial kitchen in the back and we teach them how to do it. If I make a good seafood cook out of them, they're going to come back to the best place to buy seafood, which is Keegan Seafood. We also do wine tastings on Thursday nights, where we offer a lot of our specialty items, our appetizers that we offer around the week. And then on nearly every other Saturday night, we do a wine tasting dinner party where people come in and they get a full meal paired with 4 or 5 different wines, and they can come back and see my son cook in the back. And
oh, so he's still with you?
Oh, yeah.
Good,
yeah,
good.
He's having a good time.
That's wonderful.
And his girlfriend makes the salad and the cheesecakes, which are going over very well. Yeah.
And I understand what I like about you, Tom, too, is we always talk about local here on the show, and trying to support other local businesses. So anyway, I understand you do that.
Yep.
Okay, so good.
Yeah, we we bring in anything from homemade Cincinnati-made granola and Italian tortas and different items. It doesn't have to be just Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, Indiana.
Right, yeah.
We have some gourmet popping corn, and so we try and support all the local people. I like entrepreneurs, and I want them to succeed, and I'll do anything I can to help them.
Right, and I think we're all in the same boat there. I do know that when I have gone there too, your wine selection is wonderful, and I like the fact that you've sort of augmented your seafood offerings with the beef and such, because I do think one-stop shopping is good. So, but as far as what you're really known for, still, it's your seafood and your knowledge. And by the way, if you go to Tom's and you don't know how to cook a particular fish, one time I bought skate from you. He took me right in the back, showed me how to cook it. You're not going to get that very many places. So thank you for that. All right, we're going to get this pasta water boiling. It seems like it's doing all right. Let's start. Let's just tell everybody what we're going to do. I know that we're going to start with oysters.
Right.
And then I'll get my list out here. Then we're going to do yellow thin tuna bellies.
Yes.
Bet some of you haven't heard about that. And then you are also going to make some sashimi grade salmon,
Right.
correct? And we're going to talk about that. And then you're going to do a great shrimp and scallop dish with pasta. But it's not just about cooking here. It's about technique, how to choose the right fresh seafood. So we got lots to do, so why don't we just start? But before we do the oysters, I know they go in the oven. What's the temperature?
350.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and set this while you start talking about oysters.
All right. This is an oyster that we get from the Rappahannock River. It's a river that's right between Maryland and Virginia and the Chesapeake. These are harvested on Tuesdays, and we have them in our store on Wednesdays. Let me give you a little demonstration how to open them. A lot of oyster shuckers shuck from the side, and they get right at the muscle. I like to get it from the end right here. These are going to be a little difficult to open because they've been off ice for quite a while. So you just want to get into that hinge and break that hinge. There's one muscle up here, and there's a hinge there. And you want to break that hinge by pushing the knife in, down, and twisting until you hear that little pop.
Is that a special knife?
Yeah, I have different knives for different oysters.
But could you use a regular paring knife?
I wouldn't, because you're going to end up cutting yourself. And if you notice, I put the rag like that, because these are very sharp edges.
Okay.
And so once I pop it, I hold it like that, and I just pull up right across the top.
Look at that.
This oyster is about a week old. You can see it's a little bit drying out, so it's lost a lot of its liquor. One thing you got to look at, especially if you go to a raw bar in a fancy restaurant, you want to make sure that that oyster is sitting in the ice like this. So the cup side is down, flat side is up. The reason for that is the oysters naturally open during the day, and they're water filters, so the natural tendency is to open once in a while to try and grab the water. But since they're on ice, or not, if they open up and they're on their side, all that liquor that you see there is going to drop out, and then it dries out.
So that's the bottom part is the cup. This part is the cup.
The cup side always you want to lay down in ice.
Okay,
that's
and
the
that's
best way
the
to train it.